These animals in many parts of Africa are persecuted by humans for their ivory, and because of that, they certainly don't act or treat humans the same way in those areas. So, very unfortunate, and let's take a closer look and enjoy being so close to this African giant. I really love these raggedy ears of his. He's also got perfect ivory. And it looks like he's going to come right past us here. Hello, boy. How are you doing? You are so close to us. How cool is this? Can you believe it? Hello, boy. What can you smell? I'm so tempted to put my hand out to you, but I'm not going to. Hey. Hey, boy. That was incredible. I think that's probably one of the most awesome sightings I've ever had of an elephant being close to me. Whew. I mean, his trunk must have been about that far away, just testing the wind, and I was wanting to just put my hand out just to like kind of do a little handshake, trunk shake, but it's not advisable to ever push the envelope and try and take things that far, and rather just sit and keep still and let the animals decide how far they would like to take it. But that was really special. I hope you all enjoyed that. I certainly did. Chandre's got a big smile on his face. So does Jerry, who's joining us again on this morning safari. Jerry, how's your heart rate? Is it okay? Thumbs up. So Jerry's in one piece. I think that is definitely the closest Jerry's been to an elephant before. What an absolute fortune to be able to experience that. Don't be alarmed, you can see he has changed appearance ever so slightly, but that's all a bit self-explanatory. He also had a little toilet break just after he walked past us, and the wind is blowing perfectly in our direction, and it smells actually quite sweet and refreshing, almost like an African bran muffin, you could say. Unbaked though, just the raw materials. Quite a nice smell. It's not nearly anything as horrid as lion dung. A fresh elephant dropping is actually quite sweet smelling. And there's the other bull who looks slightly younger to me, although maybe I'm wrong. He's also excited about something, not sure what. But at least they are both in sync, and maybe they've infrasonically communicated with or heard a breeding herd nearby, and that thought's aroused them, or hard to say. But clearly they're happy about something. Maybe it's just the wonderful breakfast they're enjoying. I was discussing how important elephants' destructive eating behavior is, and Gigi in the Prince Edward Islands would like to know if their destruction is permanent and whether it's a good or a bad thing. Now, Gigi, their destructive eating behavior certainly is permanent for the trees that they do pluck out and kill, but it requires permanent upkeep. And I was just mentioning a few moments ago, without elephants in Africa, we would have a completely different ecosystem, and one that is not suitable for all the animals of Africa. So their feeding is necessary in order to create microhabitats, to break down. Every time they push down a tree, they're creating a small microbiome. And those little biomes are going to be nurseries for small plants to grow in, and also safe havens for little animals. So even though they do cause a lot of destruction, it's a necessary destruction, and I guess it's semi-permanent, you could say, permanent for any plants that they kill there and then, but it requires upkeep. And just outside this reserve, on the other side of the fence, there's incredibly thick, impenetrable woodland, where the local people who like to graze their cattle have a hard time because the vegetation is so thick, there's no space for the grass to grow, whereas if elephants were still living there, it would create an environment similar to this, one that buffalo can walk through, no different to a cow, and feed on the grass. It's an example of how, without elephants, the habitat doesn't become suitable for certain animals, especially the feeders of grass. From this angle, you can see his back right hip sticking out quite clearly. It also looks to be a lot lower than it should be, as it's dislocated and obviously dropped down. Just going to get on the radio quickly and update Aubrey. He's found Tingana's leopard, this male leopard tracks, and I just want to update him where I lost them. Aubrey, I lost those tracks on Voyatela Access. It looked like they headed west just before Galago Shortcuts. Valerie, Donna, and a whole load more of you. Aren't we so lucky? And we certainly did get spoiled with that elephant sighting. I'm so glad you guys appreciated it, because that doesn't happen often, and it could be many moons before that kind of an interaction happens again. One or two of you said it was the equivalent of an elephant high five. I'd almost take it one step further, and it felt like that elephant was hugging us. It was incredible the way its little trunk was moving around so close to us. I wonder what was going through its head. That would be nice to know. But I think that would be greedy. I don't think we could want anything more from this morning's safari after such a quality sighting like that.